In front of you, you will have your paper with the lines drawn on it, a cup of water, this is very important, a paintbrush, and watercolor paint. Notice that when the brush and the paint are dry, the paint doesn't work. Watercolor paint needs to be wet in order to work, so you have to dip the brush in the water. When your brush comes out of the water, always dab it on a paper towel so that it doesn't drip a lot. Now you can pick your first color. Rub the brush around in the paint so that the paint covers the brush. The more paint you have on your brush, the darker the color will be, and the less paint you have, the lighter the color will be. Gently spread the paint onto your paper back and forth. You shouldn't scrape or scrub the brush on the paper. Don't give your brush a bad hair day. If your brush starts getting dry while you're painting, you can dip it back into the water and use the same color. When you want to change colors, you can't just dip the brush into the other color right away. This will mix the colors up. You must wash your brush in the water first. Gently swirl the brush around in the water until it's clean, and then dab it on the paper towel. And now you can choose another color. So please remember to wash your brush in the water every time you use a new color. Notice how I am painting right over the lines that I drew. When you paint over crayon with watercolor paint, this is called a wax resist. Crayons are made of wax, and wax resists water. That means anything you drew with crayons will not get covered up by the paint. It will show right through. Continue to paint gently back and forth and wash your brush in the water before you change colors. When you're all done and your whole paper's covered with watercolor paint, wash your brush one more time and dry it off with the paper towel. Then you can set your brush down gently next to your painting and leave your painting lying flat on the table. Take a look at my watercolors here too. The red is still red, the yellow is still yellow, and the blue is still blue. When you're done using these watercolors, none of them should be mixed up. That's how you know you painted properly.